Ready?
Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friends. This is Pinky.
And this is Priyanka.
And we're here to call out all things PakeAsPuck. With strawberry parfaits. Poor people parfaits? I don't know, but it makes me feel better about eating this dessert in the
whatever the
summer.
nuts on it. Did you put walnuts in it?
Pecans. Pecans.
I like it.
Pecans. I got tired of individually smashing them, so I just took a tenderizer and went ham on the bag. My mother-in-law's like, what is going on over here? And then I did the same thing with the croutons, because I like the bread.
I just put everything in a bag and then use a rolling pin over it.
There you go. Same thing. Yeah. It helps with my aggression.
Yeah. Get it out.
Yeah. All right. How was your week?
Pretty good. Yeah. I have a really good grind your veggies.
Oh my God. Do we just want to get into it?
That's fine. I mean, so
Let's do it.
We have a family wedding coming up, and like I went shopping for stuff that I needed to get tailored. Mm-hmm. So you have to. It's hard to find a tailor that can understand female anatomy and do it right.
I found
one. But the only ones that actually do tailoring work are men, which I'm not uncomfortable about.
No, I got a Mexican lady over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to this uncle, and I think he just like recently came here from India, and we went to his house, and he was like taking my measurements, and I tried everything on, and he pinned it up to make sure it fits and everything. And I have this one blouse for an outfit. It's actually kind of low cut, but it's like so cute. Okay. So it's a little low cut, and it had pads in it. Oh. But of course the pads don't line up with my like 3 breastfed children boobs.
No, those pads don't match up with anybody's titties.
Right. So I told him, I was like, you can go ahead and remove them. And this guy was so uncomfortable. He could not say what he wanted to say, and then his daughter had to step in. Because he was just like, but how are you going to wear a bra then?
We don't wear a bra.
Right. That's all he wanted to say, but he couldn't say the word bra because the pads were gone, and it was so hard for him to say. And then his daughter said it for him, and I was like, oh, I was just gonna tape him up.
And he was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, Uncle, you don't need a bra, I'll just tape them. And he was just like, oh, no, I don't know, Matayo. I was just like, Uncle, don't worry about it. But I'm like, I made it awkward on purpose because like, I'll walk with you na I had to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of I'll walk with you to the nahar lage. And he's like, okay, you have extra material. Do you want me to like reduce your neckline? I'm like, no, I like the neckline. That's why I got it. And he's like, oh, I'm like, I'll tape it. It's not gonna look provocative.
But it's so weird. It's like, you're a tailor. Why are you making this awkward?
Exactly my point. So I was talking
to crotches and boobies all the time.
I was talking to my mom about this afterwards, and I was just like, here's the thing. It's just a body part. For you to say, okay, I can understand that you want to take the pads out. How are you going to support your breast? This is your life's work.
Exactly.
You are dealing with women day in and day out. So if you can just say the words, it's just a body part. I don't understand why it's so uncomfortable. Because I know why.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, it's like
it doesn't make sense.
This is your job. You have to be able to say the words so that you can provide a spectacular service. And he tailored it. It looked great. He did a really good job. And so I was kind of just like, oh, just it's all good.
Just say the words, man.
Just say the words. You don't have to make it so awkward.
Yeah, like we get it, right? Like, they want to know Joli que piche, but they don't want to know Joli que piche. You get what I'm saying? Like,
they can't handle Joli que piche.
They can't handle the Joli que piche. That's what it is. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, I thought it was a good one. It was just I was like, why are you're making this more awkward than it needs to be?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if he felt shy about it or if he didn't want to accidentally offend me, and I was just like, let me just cut the cord here for you.
Well, also, you're probably like, what, were you almost the same age as his daughter? Like, younger? So he's probably used to dealing with aunties.
Maybe.
Right, which have a specific certain look, and he's so dealing
with
the
mother-in-law, though, she was just like, oh, ba, tu na komite.
But I think she appreciates your humor.
Because I'm not going to purposely make it, like, awkward and uncomfortable. If anything, I'm going to let you know that it's okay to say it.
Yeah.
We don't have to tiptoe around it. It's my bra. All women, for the most part, wear one.
They're the ones that required us to wear one. Men are the ones that couldn't handle our titties out. And so they're like, bitches, you need to wear bras because your nipples are out because you're cold. And so then they're the ones that forced us to wear these brassieres. Mm-hmm. And now they can't even say the words? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
That's so stupid, though.
That was my Gunji for the week. It didn't even really bother me, but it did kind of like just...
percolate.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of things in
The
there.
whole situation kept repeating in my head multiple times. I was like, oh, I have to save this one to tell you.
Oh my, but it is, like, I always wonder about, like, so if he was a doctor, would he get shy of saying...
Right.
breast or testicles or penis or, you know,
Right.
like, they're just words.
It's like
body parts.
the first time my mom heard the kids say penis.
Yeah, or vagina. She like,
Yeah. She still couldn't repeat the story to me. So like my daughter one time, she had to have been like maybe 4. And she was already potty trained or whatever. And she said, I think girls get yeast infections more commonly, right? So I think she was uncomfortable and she told her grandma, oh, my vagina's hurting. It feels like itchy. I think I need to clean it or whatever, which is what we do at home. I was like, if you're feeling uncomfortable,
tell me.
Tell me.
Yes.
If you're okay with it. I can show you how to clean it, or I can clean it for you. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look and make sure it's not inflamed, right? So when my mom was like telling me the story when I go pick them up, she's like, "Anything niche
Downstairs.
Yeah,
Kitty cat.
I was like, her vagina.
Yeah.
Her labias were inflamed. You know, like, and I don't expect her to change.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you making it such a big deal?
She's the one making it
Your
awkward.
vagina does more than just
make babies.
Get pounded.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's a lot more that happens to your
There is.
vagina than just getting railed every now and then.
In Pound Town. Yeah.
Right.
It's a whole experience down there. It's a whole experience from yeast to everything else.
But you gotta explain to her,
Right.
like, if you need, like, ointments and shit. Right.
never know.
It was just dumb.
It's just stupid.
So, yeah. We're still dealing with that.
I don't know. Like, come on, man. How many years later? She's 7 now, your daughter, right? 8?
No, she advocates for herself, though.
Yeah.
No.
She's good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said this to you before. Like, I like the fact that there's no taboo subjects, you know? Because that's what you need.
Even with the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another story.
Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so the other day,
stories.
this is more of like a funny one. So, just like in your yard, how you had bunnies, we have bunnies at the neighbor's house, so we can see them through our window. They made a little burrow next to the AC unit.
Oh, man.
So I think there's just like a little area where it's like protected by wind and whatever, but they burrowed right there. So we'll see this little family of bunnies from like one of the windows at the top of the stairs. And I saw the bunnies. I called the kids up. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, the family of bunnies is out. You want to see it? My daughter and my youngest son came up the stairs to look at it. And my daughter goes, oh, Mommy, I think the bunny can smell your peonies. And that's why they came out of the burrow. Maybe they're hungry. I'm like, I don't know about the peonies, but they sure do like my lilies, because my lilies did not grow at all this year.
Oh.
And I think the bunnies have just taken over.
Yeah. They got hungry.
None of them.
Aw.
I had like a whole little area. None of them actually blossomed. Anyways, so I was like, I do think that the bunnies are going after the lilies, though.
They're hungry. Yeah.
And so then the little guy, I think it can smell Mommy's vagina. With so much confidence.
He knows. Bro knows.
And I was just like,
Bro knows.
what?
Why don't you take
How
care of
are
that?
the two related?
Take care of that, girl.
No, get out of here. But I think he heard penis with peonies, or he heard panties. I don't know. But he was just like, yeah, I think the bunny can smell Mommy's vagina. And I was like,
The things that kid said.
I love it.
It's oh man, when we were taking that walk. So I go to her house.
He thinks of you all the time.
To timestamp one of the videos. We tried so hard. I was like, you are too stressed out. We can't do that. And so
You saw the mayhem that is my house, though.
I saw it firsthand, and I will be more than ready to have a safe place for you to come and unwind, because you need
They
it.
don't let me sit for longer than
No.
3 minutes.
No, and the fact that we even took them on a walk to try to tire the two of them out.
No.
And the only breathing thing that got tired out was your dog. Like, she was the only one that was tired by the end. Meanwhile, the other two are still going 100. I was like, what the fuck is
They're
happening right now?
crackheads.
They have so much energy.
Yeah.
So
It's a
much
lot.
energy.
It's a lot.
Like,
The days that we do tire them out, me and Neil will just look at each other like, this is not sustainable.
No.
Because we can't do that to exhaust them every single time. It's a lot.
They need to figure out how to exhaust themselves.
We have so many things. I don't know what else.
I know you do. That's insane.
Mm.
All right, so will you have a hot take? Stemming off of that?
I think we can really just like kind of keep going about all the different stigmas that we have
Yeah.
in Indian culture, all the things that we can't talk about.
Yeah, you can't say breast.
You can't say breast.
Can't say vagina.
God forbid you say penis.
No penis. Definitely can't say penis. You have to say pee-pee. Which is why I say
If that, nichen.
Nichen. Downstairs area.
Yeah, you can't say any of those things. The list kind of goes on, right? Periods.
Oh my god, yeah.
We talked about a little bit of the periods.
The periods, though, that... I don't remember what we talked about, so if we're revisiting it, we're revisiting it. I don't really fucking care at this point.
My little guy will still, like, smack my breast around.
As if he's gonna get milk.
Right. But he doesn't see it in, like, a sexual way, right?
No
but
kids do.
All the adults are just like, oh my god, he's smacking our boobs. It's just like, okay, if your man's also doing that, that's a little weird, because there's a more sensual way.
He's a grown-up man, yeah. No, it's the whole, what's it called? Like, I never understood why we were told we were told that we were dirty when we had our period, but then we were told like, but yeah, I'm bringing a life into this world. You know, I was like, how do you think this happens if I don't have my period? Like, if you don't get your period, then you cannot get pregnant, right? That's how science works.
Right.
But then why are you like? So I talked about it in the podcast, the recording the other day, right? And they were like, what were we saying? Just the things that don't make sense in our culture. Like, you know, when we leave the hospital, like old school, like in the 80s and 90s, obviously we don't do it now because it's us going and delivering babies now. But like the aunties, when they would deliver babies here, they would immediately ask for cotton to put in their ears so the boot doesn't get in.
What?
Yes! How do you not know about this?
I don't.
So my Masi in Connecticut, she was a labor and delivery nurse, right? And she was telling my mom how like all these, she's like, oh, Usha, all these aunties, they come in and they like, you know, all these people are delivering babies, these Indian people, and they're fresh from India, and then immediately they want cotton for their ears so that, you know, bhutna pehi jaye. So that, because...
They do that for dead bodies.
Yeah, well, they did it in the delivery room too. Like the moms that had the babies, before they would leave, they would try to put cotton in their ear. And I'm like, what do you think is going to happen to you? What spirit, what ghost is going to possess your
And what
body?
about your nose and your mouth?
Right, exactly. Like, you have all of these other orifices, but it's just going to go in from your ear. And I was like, is this what your way of explaining away depression, postpartum depression, and stuff like that? Like, it's just easier for them to say they're spiritually corrupt than to go get help mentally for it, right? Like, if they, like, which is, think about it, all the times, like, if your doctor asks you, what is your health history? You're like, bitch, I don't know. I don't know my health history because my parents...
Spiritually corrupt is a really, really good way to put it.
Yeah. They feel like there has to be no other logical explanation except you
Like
are possessed. Like,
right.
if you have depression, anything
I
negative.
experience postpartum rage.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't think that I could ever, ever, ever feel the type of anger that I did against a child. And I know this.
Yeah. It's not the child.
I know that it's a baby.
It's a situation.
How could you ever get mad at a baby? And I wasn't. But I felt rage. And that's why I went to get help.
Yeah.
Right? And you hear all these stories of others that have also experienced rage or depression. And like, I don't know where they lie on the spectrum adjacent to each other. But it's bad.
Yeah.
That it's all bad. And for somebody who's spiritually corrupt, yes, because I did. I fucking felt crazy. I didn't feel like I was myself at all. I did to some degree feel like I was being possessed.
Yeah. It happened.
And they would,
You had a
it's so
spirit.
much easier to blame it on that. I didn't put cotton balls in my ear, that's for sure.
Maybe if you did, you wouldn't have been possessed.
I should have put cotton balls up my vag and not gotten pregnant, to be completely honest.
I don't think that's how that works, but Well, you could try it next time.
There is no next time. I took care of it. Although, oh my God, I had Taco Bell and I felt nauseous from it and I freaked the fuck out.
No.
I did. The
I
first
said you can't get pregnant anymore.
No, I
Not
told
even you.
I told Neil about it. I was like, yo, I was eating Taco Bell last night and I felt nauseous. He's like, there's no way. I'm like, I know. There's like no way, right? And he's like, no, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way. Like that, we just said it over and over again.
You're like, we're just gonna convince ourselves that there's no way.
This is the first year that I finally feel normal.
Yeah, no, you're done.
I
When a mother finally starts feeling like herself again, that is a true indication that you are done having children.
Yeah.
Because you can't go backwards, because like you've experienced that and you've gone past that, and for them to pull you back, you're like, no way, Jose. I've been there, done that. No, thank you.
there's no part of me that wants to do that ever again. No. I will help out anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a newborn, I am there for you. I am your
Yes.
cheerleader. I will give you the breaks, whatever.
Yes.
Wherever I can lend a hand.
But
and I mean
don't
that.
want it myself.
I don't want it. I just don't.
We can't.
And I don't think I could, because I'm a lot more like hormonally together now, balanced.
Yeah.
I think I can manage watching somebody else's kid. If my own, no way.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm honestly still triggered sometimes when I hear a baby cry.
Oh my God.
I can't.
No. I'm obviously not desensitized to it, right? Because I remember what it was like when the kids would cry. But like, I think I've forgotten until I hear it, and then I'm like, oh my God, I don't want this. I don't.
Yes.
Like when there's a baby crying on the plane, I'm like, ah! I want to cry with the baby.
I've had to walk away. Like when we have like friend gatherings and stuff, and I hear the little ones cry, like I feel for you.
However,
but I don't think I'm there yet.
No.
Like it's hard for me to hear, and it brings back a lot of those painful nights.
It's crazy. Oh my God, that was spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a quick episode.
Short and sweet.
Finish it off.
Alrighty, well, that was our episode for this week.
Yeah.
Feel free to leave your comments, thoughts, all that good stuff below.
All that jazz.
Hopefully you get to learn something new. Yeah.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.